one more. NFL Network, Saturday night. Bengals take on the Texans. Texans at home won, 41 the total. The players saying the right things about how they liked how Savage played when he got in there, spread it around. Hopkins had 8 catches, but all they needed the entire year was adequate play from Osweiler at the quarterback position. They couldn't get it. They had to make the switch. But the key, and they're 6-1 at home this year, the Texans, the key has been the defense, Teddy.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're first in total defense. They only give up, 306 yards per game. They're second in passing defense, only giving up 203 yards per game. And again, I don't worry too much about the aggregate stats. I definitely like the advanced metric stats when I'm talking about offensive and defensive numbers. But even without, they've been without J.J. Watt. They've been without the cornerback Kevin Johnson. They've been out Merciless, the outside linebacker, and John Simon. They've suffered a number of injuries, and that defense has been solid all year long. The defensive end, Antonio Smith, the quote, talking about how they're the number one D. Every defense wants to be the number one defense. For us to climb in the ranks the way we have, we've put a lot of dedicated work in. It's always a good sign, an affirmation of, okay, the work I'm putting in is good for something. We have fun. I don't even think we've reached our peak. We're constantly getting better and wiser on how to work in the frame of our defense.
Now here we go again. I hate the spot for the Bengals. They're off the huge emotional game against the Steelers where they blew a 17-3 lead. Marvin Lewis, my thought is to win these last 2 football games with the best players we can put out there to play. That's what we owe to everybody. This isn't junior high school. We got to play to win the game. That's what it's for. We owe it to that. We owe it to everybody. The guys out here put their neck on the line all the time, end quote. As we tape this Thursday morning, A.J. Green hasn't practiced all week. Burfict hasn't practiced all week as well.
Yeah, those are 2 key injuries. Obviously, there's some thought that A.J. Green could be back. Don't know if he's going to be back. It's a big question mark. And Burfict and Vincent Ray also very questionable for this weekend. Now, I actually believe Marvin Lewis's quote.
Yeah.
All right. There are a number of teams, the veteran teams, that I have big question marks. The teams that have been in the playoffs in recent years and aren't going to the playoffs this year. In general, those teams tend to be bad bets when it comes to Week 16, Week 17, non-divisional road games, coming off a tough divisional game. That tends to be no-show. But one thing that's been very consistent in the regular season during the Marvin Lewis tenure, his teams don't quit. They're going to show up. If you're betting Houston because you believe in Tom Savage and you believe in the Texans' momentum, not because you think that since he's going to no-show here. I'm not getting that vibe from the Bengals, and I kind of wish I was.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Go to sbrodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.